Reza, end of race 2 here, your first weekend in the GB3 Championship. P12 out there and you're knocking on the door of the top 10 already in your first round.
Yeah, it's been a tough weekend, very tough weekend. Still finding bits of the car. I feel like we made a really good step in that race. Found some good pace, and race pace as a team globally looks really good. So yeah, we're still working, still moving forward, still got test days and stuff to work more things out ahead of Zandvoort, but yeah, I'm enjoying it.
And it's a brand new car for this championship, brand new car for you as well, and coming from British F4. Just how much of a step up is it?
It's completely different. It makes F4 feel like a Ginetta almost. Although an F4's got wings and stuff, it don't make much downforce compared to this, where really the faster you go, the more downforce you've got. And yeah, having these wings on this car, it makes a lot of a difference. Even something like braking, you can hit so much more pressure because you've got the downforce pushing down on the wheels and stuff, and obviously it's harder to lock, and just the racing style is even different. You can properly send moves around the outside and things, and it just makes it more interesting.
And there's the DRS on this car, a bit of a rarity below FIA F3. Does it actually affect the top speed much, or you just does it with the dirty air, does it make it so hard to follow?
The dirty air is hard to follow. Also, we're realising that you just get a DRS train. Although it makes a bit of a difference, let's say if you do a lap with or without it, it's maybe 3 tenths, max maybe 4. But yeah, it makes the racing a bit more interesting when there's someone that hasn't got it and you've got it. You can make moves, so it makes it better in that aspect, but still it's very much follow the leader.
And the races this year are a little longer than what you had in British F4 last year, so how much of the impact is tyre management, and especially today with the heat?
It plays in a bit, but because everyone's pushing flat out the whole time, it's not like an FIF3 where the tyre just plummets off a cliff. They're still quite consistent. Yeah, it's again better than F3, but you manage it a little bit, but you sort of just follow what the cars in front are doing and just send moves where you can, really.
Of course, Argenti has a collaboration with Prema. How much are you able to learn from Prema, who have so much experience and are even racing an IndyCar now?
Yeah, it's nice to have that link and have the data and resources that they have. I think it might not help us as much here, but when we move over to the European tracks, that's where I think we're going to have a bit of an advantage. We've got all the data and video and everything from their other categories, so yeah, it will help.
And there's so many rounds away from the UK with Monza and Zandvoort. You raced there before last year, so what are you expecting there, and trying to learn some new circuits?
Yeah, it's nice to get on some more European circuits. Obviously, we raced at Zandvoort last year in F4, and it was good. It was really cool racing out there, especially with all the banking and things. But I've always wanted to race at Monza. It's always been a dream of mine, so to be able to race there will be cool. Also, with such long straights, it's going to make the racing a bit more interesting. I think DRS will have a bit more of an effect there.
And with the third round of the weekend coming up later on, the top 12 reverse grid, what are you expecting there? And do you reckon it'll be a little bit more chaotic than the previous two?
Yeah, I think it will pick up a bit. I think now, because you're going to have everyone making moves, it will just make the racing a bit more interesting. There'll be bigger moves made. Obviously, you're going to have fast people coming up on slower people, which will be cool. And I think just allow us to progress forward and move up the pack.